with that, we're ready to head over to Studio 2A, where I'm joined this week by the members of Craig Green Band. They've got a new album, Flyboy Serenade, which is coming out this week. Album release show is going to be at Monterey Court, and all proceeds will benefit Tuna Detail. Looking forward to chatting with them here in a bit, but let's start off with some music. Here's Craig Green Band live in Studio 2A.
I remember you working this line, holding on tight to your leathery hand. Stand of sunflowers, 10 foot tall, the way them ridge pines silhouetted in the fall. If I could just walk with you, if I could just talk with you. We lived in fear of that early frost. One false move could wreck the whole crop. Figured out how quick fate could turn. But my thanks for them lessons learned. If I could just walk with you, if I could just talk with you, in these fields of green. Is written in these stars, where the night sky could just about break your heart. Married a city girl, raising two of our own. Ain't no easy feat on this tumbling stone. Think I'll take 'em back, we'll work these lands. Hold on tight to my leathery hands. If I could just walk with you, if I could just talk with you, in these fields of green. slipstream, realized I was living someone else's dream. And I've been waiting for so long. So let's drain the bank. I'm running on fumes, nothing left in the tank. And I've been waiting for so long. I've been drinking alone, sinking like a stone. Don't let me see the light go out of my baby's eyes. And that star-crossed night, something just ain't right. As if the sun don't rise tomorrow. Let me fly away tonight. Let's get that ball and kick it on over that wall. Let's find out what's on the other side. Let's drain the bank. I'm running on fumes, nothing's left in the tank. I've been waiting for so long. I've been drinking alone, sinking like a stone. Don't let me see the light go out of my baby's eyes. In that star-crossed night, something just ain't right. As if the sun don't rise tomorrow. Let me fly away, let me fly away, let me fly away tonight. Oh, the sun broke in, look at the tide. Got lost in the maze that was your mind. Oh, the wounded hand, Mrs. Mystery. Whole lot of love, whole lot of history. Now night, we're gonna fade away. Gonna haunt you for the rest of your days. I'm gonna miss you, baby. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Oh, you sell yourself so long and never had a love like mine. No cold hard cash can mellow the wine. And you left your marks in the usual places, be your retreat to familiar faces. And I'm not gonna fade away. It's gonna haunt you for the rest of your days. I'm gonna miss you, baby. I'm gonna miss you. I'll miss you, baby. I'm gonna miss you.
You're tuned in to KXCI. This is Locals Only. My name's Matt, and I'm live in Studio 2A with Craig Green Band. Thanks for coming down tonight, everybody.
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for
Thanks for having us.
Really appreciate it.
So why don't we start off with introductions. Go around and let us know who's here tonight and what they're playing. And not everyone has a mic, so we can introduce folks who don't have one.
You want to start, Tom?
Sure. My name is Tom Crackmanner. I play drums and I do some singing.
And this is Stefan Yuckel. Stefan Yuckel over here. And he plays bass, and we've played together for a long time.
My name's Rachel Oakpies, and I do backup vocals.
And over here, we have the Chris Allison on lead guitar. And I'm Craig Green. And I play rhythm guitar and sing.
Well, thanks for coming down. This is an exciting week. You've got a lot in store, so we'll try to cover it all. But why don't we kind of go back to the beginning? How long has this project been around in some form or another?
I think that this record was started, was it in the summer? I think we started recording about a year ago with Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan Stitt, who you probably know, who's fantastic. And he plays some great organ on the record also.
Cool.
But yeah, about a year ago, and we've just kind of been building it, and we got it done here recently, and we're excited about it.
So what was the genesis for going into the studio a year ago and starting this project?
Well, it was funny. We went in with Duncan, and we just thought, oh, let's just get a live, we'll do a one-day live recording type of thing. You know, we didn't have any great ambition, and we just liked it so much how it was coming out, and we really, I mean, most of the record is one or two takes, you know, and we just gelled in there with him and gelled together. It's great.
When did the band's live existence start?
Well, Chris and Steph and I were in a band called Ray, R-E-Y, and we've played it quite a bit around town. Boy, that's been years. Is it 8 years? 8 or 9 years.
I'm with you since 2008.
2008. Stefan and I have been playing together 2008. And then, you know, we changed the name to the Craig Green Band and brought in Rachel and Tom. And I should also mention Jim Howell plays with us occasionally, and he's been a big help to us. We've recorded some with him, and he's a great friend. But yeah, we just the five of us just really gelled on this record, and we're excited about this one and the next one and the next one.
When you went into the studio last year to start working on this, were most of these songs rattling around in some form or another already, or did some of them come into existence once you were already in the recording process?
A couple of them were done during the process. A couple of them, I mean, I really just kind of had a batch of songs that I did right before most of them I wrote right before we went in. And, you know, they're kind of heavy, they're kind of nostalgic. I went through a lot in the year prior to us going in. And so it's reflected in the subject matter. But, yeah, we didn't, there's not a lot of old material here. It's pretty recent stuff.
And tell me a little bit about the process of recording with Duncan. What did he bring to that process, and how can you hear some of his influence on the final product?
Well, he's a very steady hand, and he doesn't when you're doing something right, when he likes what you're doing, he just doesn't mess with it. He doesn't he luckily he did like what we were doing, or else it might have been a very different process. We just, I don't know, we're on the same page about it, and he got what I was trying to do, and he understood my songs, and kind of keeping it simple. I think we
that's a big thing for Craig. He doesn't like it to be over-rehearsed. He likes it to feel natural.
Yeah.
And Duncan was good for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he just really, And I think that's his style also.
Mm-hmm.
He's not one to overthink, and
Yeah.
so it felt really natural.
And for some of the other players in the room, how did you sort of find your way through the process and find a way to fit in within the balance of what Craig was going for while still bringing something new to the album?
So I remember working with Craig on some of these songs, and we kind of worked together on the vocals. And then after the first round of recording, we all took a listen, and I was able to like fit in some more things. We fit in some more percussion. So that was the cool part, was that we got basically everything, like you said, on the first few takes, and then we got to kind of sprinkle in our own take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely add my funky drum beats to all these songs. A little upbeat nature to it, and we added a lot of percussion, and even just structuring the songs into like a really cool and cohesive way. I feel like we did that on like every track on this album. So
Yeah, Tom really understands the he just kind of gets keeping it simple too, and like when there's a hook, make that hook stand out. And there were a couple songs that he was really into, and I was like, I don't know about that song. And it turns out, he was right. That's a really good tune, and he made it what it was.
Chris, I see you inching towards that mic.
They usually stick me in a back room with a window about half the size, and I get to look out, and sometimes they let me out for air. But Craig and I have been playing together so long that it's just kind of easy for us to find a song together, and he can walk in and we can put it together. A lot of the songs we do, it is our first or second try at it, and it just kind of gets crystallized like that, and
One I remember we worked on in the studio was "Faithless Hearts." We were still working on that
Oh
song.
yeah.
So we definitely
still might be working on that song.
tonight.
Workshop.
They were definitely fresh when we went in with Duncan. Very fresh.
Yeah, it was an unintentional thing, but boy, I learned something about them being fresh. That was I don't know if I've ever gone in with songs that new, and I think Rachel and I just did a little bit of a vocal rehearsal on them, and then the band played them once.
Yeah, not
twice,
exaggerating.
Yeah, I think once or twice, and then we rolled tape on it. So, yeah, I kind of want to do it that way again.
So we'll talk more about the album release show during our next break, but let's just do a quick tease. So for folks that want to get their hands on the album, what do you have in store?
Well, we have, in terms of how to get a hold of it, it's going to be all the digital means, Apple Music. I think it's on Spotify. You can buy. It'll be up on Bandcamp, so you can get the high definition. Definition. That's not the right word, but the high res stuff on Bandcamp, and then of course we'll have our show, and we'll be selling the CDs at the show, and I think that's about it.
Perfect. And that'll be Friday at Monterey Court?
That'll be Friday at Monterey Court. Yep.
Perfect.
And we do have a Facebook and an Instagram under Craig Green Band, where you can find more information.
Great. All right, so we'll chat more about what you have in store for the release show a little bit later, but let's hear some more music. You're listening to Craig Green Band live in Studio 2A, and if you happen to be at a computer or a screen that you can use to pull up streaming video, head over to the KXCI Facebook page or YouTube channel. You can actually watch video right now of this performance.
Sunny day, baby, when everything seems okay, baby. You'll wake up and find out you're alone, or I'll be gone, 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 really gone. you done me wrong. Never let you meet, baby, as you walk down the street, baby. We'll ask you why you're walking all alone, why you're on your own. You say I'm gone, really gone, 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 'cause you done me wrong. Change your way, baby, you might get me to stay, baby. You better hurry up if you don't wanna be alone, or I'll be gone. Gone, 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 really gone. Gone, 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 'cause you done me wrong. Gone, 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 really gone, 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 'cause you done me wrong, 'cause you done me wrong, 'cause you done me wrong. Don't need the vicar, don't call the priest. Just get anyone who really knew me. No bells are just rock and roll. Cared for the weight, some bourbon to ascend my soul. Found the trapdoor to heaven. I'm holding sixes and sevens. Told you I'd love you till I die. When the wheels spin off, leave a trail of sparks in your mind. They tell them boys to raise it one more time. Go down in flames with dimes on my ride. And I will only thank you, the dreams we built, as I pass on through. Found the trapdoor to heaven. I'm holding sixes and sevens. Told you I'd love you till I die. When the wheels spin off, leave a trail of sparks in your mind. Leave a trail of sparks in your Found the trapdoor to heaven. I'm holding sixes and sevens. Told you I'd love you till I die. When the wheels spin off, when the wheels spin off, leave a trail of sparks in your mind. Lucinda, I miss ya, wanna settle down. The grooves you spun in my heart ache for your sound. Twist the knob and caress the switch, and your whiplash whip has me hanging on every chord on borrowed time. Thinking about you, I'm so tired of living without you. Emmylou, you got a silver screw, just keep turning. Float above the din, just out of reach, and I'm hopelessly yearning. Wanna ride your vinyl valleys and fall for your red dirt skis. Oh, beautiful gray-haired ghost, right out of my dreams. And I'm so sick of thinking about you. Just wanna be your revolution man. Just wanna be your revolution man. Your voice flowered from the love of a junk man. It is rusted in places with traces of the Alabama pine. It was told rippling shiver with the trigger right up my spine. My threadbare heart got rocked so hard my mind. I'm so sick of thinking about you, and I'm so tired of living without you. Just wanna be your revolution man. Just wanna be your revolution man. There are some cracks in the foundation. some twisted lumber on the floor.
I guess I think about it sometimes. He probably thinks of her a little more.
But this is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built, love. This is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built.
There are some secrets that ain't worth knowing.
They spider across them window panes at night.
Memories come rushing down real hard.
Them old timbers stand sure in the morning light. But this is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built, love. This is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built. This is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built, love. This is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built. There are some cracks in the foundation, some twisted lumber on the floor. You let the light into my windows, spilled in the corners of my soul. But this is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built, love. This is the house.
This is the house.
This is the house we built. This is the house.
This is the house. This is the house we built, love. This is the house. This is the house. This is the house we built. We built.
You're listening to Locals Only here on KXCI. My name's Matt. I'm live in Studio 2A with the Craig Green Band. Thanks again for coming down tonight, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
us. It was
again.
fun.
Great song. That was a great song. Really, thank you
a
for
lot.
sharing that. So you're playing tracks tonight from the new album, Flyboy Serenade. Album release is going to be on Friday night at Monterey Court, 6:30 to 9:30. And who do you have joining you on the bill?
We have Big Grin's going to open up for us. They're a two-piece, really good musicians and good songs. And then Mike Sadler is going to go right after them at, I think he'll be somewhere around 8 o'clock. And he's fantastic, singer, songwriter. He's in the 4th Street String Band, which you may have had in here, I'm not sure. But so I'm really excited to hear his set, and he's actually doing one of our songs, which is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
So
Do tell.
yeah, yeah, he's doing a song we did on the last record, which was Mission Bell, called Mission Bells. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm excited to hear that.
So the show is going to be a benefit for Tunadito.
Correct.
How did you decide to support that organization, and what does it mean to you?
Well, that to me, I lost both of my parents quite recently, a couple of years ago, and I was very close with them. But I'm, at the time I was late 40s, so you kind of expect those things to happen, and but it was very difficult. And Tunadito, what they do is they help kids who have, usually there's some trauma and they may have lost one or both of their parents. And they just help those kids get back on their feet and support them. And I love what they do. It's something I've wanted to get involved with for years, ever since I heard their mission. And this was an opportunity to do that. So
that's terrific. So once again, this Friday, Monterey Court album release for the new album by Craig Green Band. They're also going to be celebrating the release of a music video, right?
Correct. That last song we just did, House We Built, we shot a video. Tyler Lidwell, I should mention, he did he's done 2 videos for us. They're up on YouTube if you look at Craig Green Band. We're releasing that second video that we shot out at Tancaverde Ranch. Was nice enough to have us out at their old homestead.
Wow.
And we shot it out there. It's just beautiful. And Tyler's really talented young videographer, and really he's done some pretty cool stuff with Birds and Arrows and us.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Very cool. Did you have input or have a vision into what you had in mind for the video, or did you just give Tyler free rein to come up with something fun?
Well, I know some of those folks out there at the ranch, and I asked them if we could shoot it out there at the old.
That's as far as a plan we had. It was the song, the location, and
I
Tyler.
gave him the song, and I said,
and then we
Tyler,
figured it all out there.
Yeah, Tyler, do you have any ideas? And he's just great because it's a very larger than life video that he shot. It's really really incredible, and the setting sure helped. It's just so beautiful out there. It was a gorgeous day. It was quite hot, but there was a point in the video where I had to hold a pose and the sun was streaming in, and I just had to keep my eyes open, and a single tear rolled down my cheek. And I think everybody was pretty impressed, but it was just, I was in some pain at the time.
Wow. I have to get you on like the PSA circuit, have you start making, videos for other folks.
Yes.
So, one thing I'm always curious about from a songwriter's perspective is when you're going through the process of making a music video and, translating a song into a visual medium, do you just inherently, when you're writing songs, do you have sort of visual signifiers? Do you see your songs as you're writing them in some form or another? Or is it sort of a novel experience to be translating the music into a visual medium?
I think some of the songs that are really literal, it's just so easy to come up with a storyline or something for the video. I mean, we have some songs that they'll be on the next record that I just have the whole thing in my head because it's like a little short story, the song. But that House We Built was a little more. It was more let Tyler do his thing.
Yeah.
I think he got it perfectly.
Yeah, I really
seeing
really
the final product.
Super happy with it. Yeah.
It helped that we filmed House We Built in a dilapidated house because the song lyrics are about a dilapidated, falling apart house.
Sure.
So that worked perfectly.
There were cracks in the foundation was not hard to.
Yeah, we hit the literal and metaphorical with that location.
Yes. Yeah, and it's an old homestead. I think it dates from the 1860s or 70s.
Wow.
The original homestead out there.
Remarkable.
But pretty cool.
So you've mentioned a couple of times that you already have thoughts about what comes next and about heading back into the studio. Is that something that's on the immediate horizon?
I think we're going to try to go in sometime between gigs. We have quite a few gigs this summer. We'll probably try to go in and we have a couple songs mostly done from an earlier recording that are going to be in that, and then a group of songs that we'll be adding. So I think we'll just try to get in there with Duncan and start knocking some of them out, and hopefully we have the same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you've got some other gigs coming up this summer other than the show on Friday. What's the best way for people to keep track of upcoming shows?
I guess the website craiggreenband.com has a gigs tab, and you can find out what we have coming up. And yeah, we have quite a few. We're at the Racket Club. We're at the Bisbee Blues Festival. We're out at Monterey Court again. There's some talk of Cafe a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So
You can also like us on Facebook. Is a good way to keep track of our shows.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to hear one more set here. As a reminder, album release show for the Craig Green Band is this Friday at Monterey Court. And you can find more information on their website, their social media pages, and the new video is going to be up on YouTube at the end of the week as well. So we'll hear a few more songs here from Craig Green Band on Locals Only. Thanks again for tuning in tonight.
thank you.
And thanks for having us.
Ready?
Man I admire most who lives up on the hill, looks over fields of sweated hours to tell. Born of the salt and taken to shine, pass through clouds from time to time. Flyboy serenade. Some debts can't be repaid. You're a great river and I am a stream. How did you forget me? Think I'll be your tributary, pass right through me. Flyboy serenade. Some debts can't be repaid. And when you sigh and feeling alone, I'll remember all the good luck you gave to me. When you're mad, feeling alone, I'll remember, I'll remember, I'll remember. Flyboy serenade. Some debts can't be repaid. Flyboy serenade. Some debts can't be repaid. Guess I've been chasing your ghost since the day you left here. I keep reeling forever about that day, my dear. But I keep moving, keep breathing, else I'll stay here. Lost in the catacombs. Keep staring at the wall, wondering who you left in charge. In disbelief most of my day. But I keep moving, keep breathing, or else I'll stay here. Lost in the catacombs. I keep dreaming you found your way home. Vision of you outside the garden gate. Then the reverie broke and the walls came crashing down. But I keep moving, keep breathing, or else I'll stay here. I keep moving, I keep breathing, or else I'll stay here. I keep moving, okay, it's time for everybody at home to cry in their beer here. Drink in San Francisco, and I'll be another traveler on the road. We'll meet down at the Pines. I haven't been there for quite some time. One last drink before I go. no room for us. Another vagabond heart hits the road. I might be lost at my core, but I could always find a door. One last drink before I go. This one's for you, the ghost of my youth. I hope it finds you well, and you're giving them hell. I think of you as I drive, and check the rear view from time to time. One last drink before I go. As I drive, check the rear view from time to time. One last drink, one last drink, one more drink before I go.
You've been listening to Craig Green Band live in Studio 2A here on Locals Only. Thanks again tonight, everybody, for coming down. Really appreciate it. Great performance.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
glad you enjoyed it.
This was so fun.
I want to remind everybody that this Friday at Monterey Court, 6:30 to 9:30, will be the album release show and also the video release show for the new music video that's coming out this week as well. Show will be a benefit for Tunedito, and the album is available on digital streaming services and Bandcamp, and if you head to, was it craiggreenband.com? Did I get
Correct.
that right?
Yes.
You can get more information about upcoming shows, and then also can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Anything we forgot to mention over the last hour?
Anything?
This has been great.
Thank you, Tom's
Yeah.
parents, for being such supporters.
Yeah,
Tom's folks,
it's true.
they're at every gig. I love it.
There you go. Want to give a special thank you as well to the folks who help make this happen behind the scenes here at KXCI. Thanks to Duncan Hudson behind the boards today. Thanks to Ben and to Wally and to Walter for helping out with audio and with our video. And as a reminder, if you head to the KXCI YouTube channel, you can see live, either live streaming footage or archives as well after the fact of all of these performances. So with that, thanks everybody. We will be back next week here on Locals Only. And until then, have a wonderful week. The Scratching Post is up next.
Thank you.
Thanks.